All right, so imagine you're a parent exiting the Rocky Mount Event Center after a long day of watching your daughter compete in a volleyball tournament and wanting to celebrate her big win. You exit the Rocky Mount Event Center and are immediately greeted by a Rocky Mount ambassador handing you a flyer with coupons to the local Rock the Block event happening downtown right now. You exit the event center and follow signs to a vibrant marketplace featuring live music, food trucks, and pop-up shops. Your daughter is drawn to a stall containing a craft crochet stuffed animals, and her eyes look up at you gleaming, and she convinces you to buy one. The store owner smiles, having lived in Rocky Mount all his life, dreaming of turning his craft into a prospering business is now possible through our weekly Rock the Block event. We hope to make this dream a reality for many through our Rock the Block event, and we now present it to you with that admission.
So, the Rocky Mount Event Center is one of the main drivers of out-of-town visitation and also local events because of its youth sporting events that happen on a regular basis. And so, though many people are brought to Rocky Mount, they don't experience it to its full extent due to a lack of appeal of downtown and the lack of guidance from getting from the event center to the downtown area. And so this is a sharp disconnect between the event center and actual downtown area and its businesses, causing a loss of economic impact and also just community exposure to the overall Rocky Mount community.
So our team was seeking a practical solution, one that we could implement relatively soon, and one that didn't require any major changes to downtown infrastructure. So we're proposing a weekly pop-up market called Rock the Block in downtown that is intentionally planned in conjunction with major events happening at the Rocky Mount Event Center. And we're facilitating this with something that we're calling the seamless corridor between Event Center and downtown that my team member will expand on later. But we really love this idea of a pop-up market because it has the ability to create a vibrant, welcoming atmosphere in downtown that shifts away focus from vacant buildings without having to make major changes to the buildings that already exist. And what's remarkable is that we've already seen this approach work with the recent revival of the night market. However, our goal is to create an event that appeals to both locals and the visitors coming through the event center and capture their minds and capture their wallets as well. And part of the way that we're doing this is by inviting local vendors, but also a couple of vendors from outside of Rocky Mount, charging them a rate for their slot, and we'll be discounting the rates for local vendors to encourage local entrepreneurship.
Yeah, so expanding on the marketing efforts to promote tourism downtown and alleviate that current disconnect between the visitor center and the local businesses, we plan to create exposure to those businesses through an ambassador program. This program would involve ambassadors standing outside of the visitor center, handing out flyers, maps, coupons to the downtown area for those who may be unfamiliar, while also providing a financial incentive to explore those local businesses. So as part of these efforts to try and funnel tourism and visitors downtown, we've imagined a marketing corridor that connects the visitor center and the downtown area, providing a seamless transition between the two entities by integrating promotional signage, directional indicators on the sidewalk or through street signs, and then small-scale beautification efforts to help create a safe and welcoming environment that promotes downtown engagement. And then kind of the glue to it all is having a downtown attraction that spurs excitement within tourists and incentivizes them not only to explore the downtown area, but to stay there and explore the businesses as well, bolstering the local economy and showing off all that Rocky Mount has to offer.
So some benefits to the public is that there will be an event for people to go to after events at the event center, or even just for locals coming to have a community with their community that they already have, and just getting to know each other. The coupons provided will bring people back and will incentivize people to support the small businesses downtown. An example being, say someone gets a coupon 1 week and they have to come back 3 weeks later for dinner, they're gonna be more incentivized to visit the downtown area instead of driving 2 miles outside of downtown to eat there. And then lastly, this will enhance the sense of community between the business owners, the locals, and the tourists. Some benefits to the businesses is that there will be an uptick in business downtown due to the foot traffic from the event center. And then there will also be more cross-business communication. So businesses will be able to tell each other their ideas, be able to give each other advice, and also thrive alongside each other because they'll be in close proximity. The existing businesses will either begin to prosper or continue to prosper due to Rock the Block because of the uptick in people coming down to downtown after the events at the event center. And we also want to provide specialized classes that will teach these businesses how to scale a pop-up market and like how to be successful without having to be afraid of the idea. The most important thing to remember is that consistency is key with this. Through various interviews with multiple community members, we found out that Rocky Mount has had multiple events like this, but they never continue them. So we want to create a year-long schedule that coincides with the event center to ensure that we maximize the impact of Rock the Block with the community members and the visitors. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Louisville. I will turn it over to our esteemed panelists.
You know, I'm not sure how practical y'all's ideas are. I think the ideas that you have are more advanced for where we are at this place in our downtown development. I think you're trying to take somebody that has sorry clothes on and rather than giving them new clothes, you're worried about their hairdo. So I like your concept. I just don't think that the time is right for what you all propose.
So, first of all, I thought it was a great job. It's a nice job. I like the idea, I like the concept, and similar to what Tom was saying, maybe not today, but I see this working. My notes were, okay, well, what's it going to take to perform that? How do we do vendor identification? There's a whole, sequence of steps between A and B, but this is exactly what our event centers are playing around, right? There's nowhere downtown to really create this enjoyment, this experience that brings people back to town. They've asked that we produce a social district here. I'm working on trying to make that happen with our council, and I think we'll get there. But I love the concept, but it leaves a lot to how do you actually get from A to B. And look, you guys have 2 days, and the graphics are great, and so it's remarkable what you've done, and I do appreciate it. And I've made notes, I'm going to take a copy of this too, so that we can figure out how to implement this as we can.
Thank you.